Hey guys, Pastor Stephen here. Hope all of you guys are doing well. As you can see, I'm trying something new and very different than what I usually do. But I actually thought about a lot of things after last year sending so many of you guys to colleges, and this year too. I always wondered how I could keep myself relevant in your life and how I might be able to be connected so that I could be able to, for me to actually stay as a friend and be able to help spiritually whenever you guys have a need for help. So, in order for that intimacy building and for the community large at Dasom, I wanted to try this. Perhaps this video thing may work, may not sure, but I'll give it a shot. Just have a very brief news for those people who went to college. This freshman in our church, Bohm, Isabel, Daniel, and Kaun, they're doing really well. Some of them are actually coming to our Friday meetings regularly, and other kids who haven't yet, their parents actually is telling me that their kids do want to come. Another thing, great news is that I'm sure like all you guys are kind of worried about how praise team is going right now. And it's very sad. It's Lily and Michelle. Michelle actually made a commitment so that like whenever she could come and she'll be worshiping with us on Sunday. So that I think that's really large development, and really grateful to Michelle about that. Well, these kids who came up actually wants to serve in the praise team. So they're coming early. They'll be coming really early in the Sunday morning, and Lily will be training all of them. I'd just like to ask for you guys to pray for Lily, because at this time, Lily is the only member who could actually play any instrument. So yeah, please keep her in prayer. Yeah, with this anyways, going back to the agenda with this video clip, I just wanted to very briefly share with you guys 3 things I wanted to do with this. Time to time, I don't think I will have like much time to like edit video or anything like that, so it's gonna be very random and sporadic. But when I do postings, I want to share passages that impacted me the most in the week, and I could share you guys about that. I will have the passage be presented to you in the screen. I think that's a really good advantage that we have in this video thing. Another one is attempting to answer some of the questions that you guys might have. I know, like, trying to write down the answer and post them in the Facebook, it consumes too much of time, and sometimes it doesn't actually get connected to the people who are reading. So I think I might be able to explain through the videos and present some of the resources that I use as a pastor or in academic research. So you guys may be able to see how I think through the process of getting the answer, and that might be very beneficial for you guys too, and interesting. And lastly, very occasionally, just to make sure that you guys wouldn't replace this with a good local church proper worship service, attending a local church for worship, very occasionally, and when I do have some time on my hand, I will try to make a quick video summary of the important Sunday sermon that I do, which I think might be serve as a pivotal teaching on some of the issues that we might go through together. So those things I wanted to do with this video. But before closing off for today, I'll have another minute. I'll try to make it really short. Wanted to share Philippians, a few verses in Philippians. As you can see in this map, Philippians is, I'm not sure if you can see this cursor, my mouse cursor is located here. And this is where the church of the Philippians was located. And Paul is at the Rome, if you can see, in more western side of the map. The location between these two cities is about like 1,000 miles, a little bit less actually, like 800 miles. And maybe we could resonate with that because, as you guys know, like, I'm here still at Chicago, and all of you guys are all like spread, dispersed in different places at the States. And geographically, there's a really large gap between us. And although Paul is incarcerated, jailed in Rome. Whenever he thinks about the Philippian church, although they're like thousands of miles away, he still remembers them very, like every time he prays to God, actually, which is amazing. He keeps them in prayer every time he prays, and this is what Philippians says. So I think we could easily resonate what Paul has written in these few verses. So I just wanted to share with you guys that. So this is Philippians, verse 3 through 6. I just read it. I thank my God every time I remember you. In all my prayers for all of you, I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. So, what is amazing about the Bible is that although it talks about truth, but this is something we could very deeply relate it with. Here in the passage, just like you for Dasom and Dasom for you guys, and myself with all of you, I thank my God every time I remember you guys. In all my prayers for all of you, I'm always filled with great joy, because there's a lot of things, fellowship, person-to-person relationship, all these kind of things. But essentially, this is the most integral thing: is that our partnership, or fellowship, or relationship is actually built in the foundation of the gospel, which means that we can never be broken apart, even with moments when we are physically distant from one another, or even in the afterlife. We'll eternally be together in this relationship. That's what's really amazing about this relationship found in Christianity, or the faith. It's really different than believers and non-believer relationship, and even for non-believers, from non-believers to non-believer relationship. There's going to be a moment when that relationship is going to break apart. Maybe death will get in part, or something like that. But for Christians, because our relationship is built in the gospel, there's no way that we could actually be separated in any moment, or even eternally. And the passage going on to say that because Christ has sown and began a good work, giving us eternal life, he will make it sure that although we may fail along the way and make a lot of mistakes along the way, especially in college, I know there are a lot of temptation. I made a lot of mistakes myself too. But even despite of these kind of things, up and downs in life, Christ will complete it with his own authority, because he's the author of the faith that we actually have. So we are not the author of our faith, it's Christ. So all assurance, or assurance and rest and peace is there because Christ has sown and he will complete it. This is what's so beautiful about Christian faith and Christianity. So yeah, just wanted to mention that I remember you guys. I'm always filled with great joy when I remember you guys, and I will always pray for you. And we are so assured no matter the challenges in life, because our faith and our foundation of life rests in Christ's work, what he has done for us. So I wanted to share with that, and I will close here for today. And thanks for listening to then. Take care, and I will see you guys later. Bye.